Hey, what's going on, guys? Komeki here. Yesterday I came up with a kind of like ambitious plan to make a web scraping tutorial in Korean, believe it or not. And obviously my Korean is not really that great to achieve that kind of goal. However, here is the point why I actually want to go for that sort of an experiment. So here is the deal. I've realized that let's say in English I've actually started the real improvements after I've started making videos in English, even though I could speak in English before and things like that. But still, the real progress actually started when I started making videos in this. And another little kind of like research I've made and some sort of an insights I came up with after is that if I have a look at my previous web scraping tutorials, it turns out that the amount of phrases that I actually do say within those tutorials are quite pretty limited. So I would be trying to minimize the amount of words I say to just to deliver the bare gist of web scraping on its own, and then try to translate this to Python. Translate this to Python. Translate this to Korean, and try to speak this loud during making a live video on web scraping. So I'm gonna be dividing this sort of a project, let's say, into two parts. So the first part, I just need to here I've composed the intro words that I want to say before the video. So we would be translating this kind of text from English to Korean in this video, and I will need to memorize this sort of a text. Well, again, like as far as I'm gonna be composing this on my own, so it would be weird but easy to memorize. Sorry. So this shouldn't be an issue. And in regards to to mimic that I can actually talk in Korean during making a programming video, like on web scraping in particular, I would be using some sort of an interesting trick, and the trick would be to just first I just write the source code for the website I'm going to be scraping. Then I'll write the commentaries in English, obviously, as always, and then I will translate those commentaries from English to Korean, and then I would be using 2 or 3 phrases to kind of talk through the commentaries, like talking and kind of reading the commentaries meanwhile at the same time, right? So it would be like a feeling like as if I was actually talking in Korean, but actually I would be reading the keywords, like to make how to make the HTTP GET request, like how to parse the response, etc. So all these keywords, again, like really lots of Konglish there as well, which are the kind of English words spelled in Korean Hangul characters. But anyway, I think this is gonna be a bit of a fun at very least. So kind of like words doing. I believe no one actually did this on YouTube before. If anyone did this, please let me know. I would be happy to have a look at that sort of a video. Okay, guys, so this is it regarding the intro, and now without further ado, let's actually go and translate this kind of intro that I've composed. So I would be composing this on my own. I would be using Google Translate just to verify the overall translation, to fix the typos. So by the way, yeah, actually I did it already. So yesterday me and my wife were watching yet another K-drama, and I've been composing this sort of a kind of like Korean intro to my future web scraping tutorial. Again, like, obviously I'm not doing web scraping tutorials like I did them before. I'm no longer doing freelancing as an expert in web scraping, so this all is just for fun. And yeah, so it's more like to learn Korean. So the idea, just one last thing to mention here. So the idea is, I know Korean bad, right? And if I would be doing in the video something that I'm not really good at, it would be like 2 things being done bad, right? But I feel pretty comfortable in web scraping. So if I'm good at web scraping and if I'm bad in Korean, I think if we just trying to unite this together, it might be some compensation at the very end. So that's kind of the idea. Well, okay, guys, so without further ado, let's actually start. So hello everyone is trivial, so just 안녕하세요 여러분. Let's just kind of type this in. So 안녕 안녕하세요. 하세요. 하세요. 여러분. Yeah, by the way, I'm typing a bit faster already after kind of this sort of a practice. So 안녕하세요, 여러분. So this should be like hello everyone. Let's quickly check this. Yeah, good. I'm Code Monkey King, so I don't say code because it's kind of too long. So Monkey King is enough to make it sound a bit more Korean. So 원순이완입니다 is how to introduce yourself like the simplest way possible. Like I am, 입니다, like I am, and 원순이완 is Monkey King. So 원순이완입니다. So I'm Monkey King. So let's check this one to make sure that no typos there. This is the Monkey King. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and now the interesting part starts. So one of my favorite topics: subject, time, place, object, adverb, verb, Korean sentence building practice. So let's go. So we will be doing web scraping. We will be doing web scraping in this video. So let's start with like object and the verb. So object is we. So in Korean this would be 우리. So 우리. Oh my god, 우리. And we'll be doing, this is the future tense of the verb 가다, to go. So 갈 거예요. This would be like 갈 거예요, like this. So this means like we will be doing, right? So now web scraping. So web scraping is web scraping, which is Konglish again. If only I could remember how properly to spell this. So something like this. So web scraping. I've been training to type this yesterday. Sukurapin, like this. 우리 web scraping. Yeah, so we'll be doing web scraping, and well, I don't know. Can I actually place the in this video before everything else? I think I can. So let's go for this. So video or well actually no not video is so, because in this video video is so 우리 웹 스크래핑 걸 거예요. 이거 비디오에서 우리 웹 스크래핑 걸 거예요. So in this video we'll be doing some web scraping. This should be translated something like that. So let's have a look. We're going to scrape the web. Yeah, this sounds really cool. We're going to scrape the web. Yeah, let's make it. Let's do it. Right. Cool. Okay. So yeah, sound epic in Korean. Yeah, this is cool. Sounds epic in English, I mean. I made lots of web scraping videos before in English. So here is the reference to those web scraping playlists I made so far, just to give an idea to Korean viewers that I'm not good in Korean, right? But I did really lots of web scraping tutorials before, just to give them a little bit more of a trust. So just to showcase the expertise. So let's start. Yeah, I have a specific word here. I'm just referencing my notes. Yeah, 전에 is something like before, right? So yeah, I would be and many or lots of 많은 really sounds like many in some respects. So 전에 많은. Okay, but let's start building the sentence like we usually do. So so in this case, I don't want to use 저는, I want to use 내가. It also been translated as I. I'm not sure regarding the particular circumstances where this is more applicable than Jonin, but I just feel like this might be okay here. So nega in terms of I, and sorry, made. So made 만들다 to make. 만들었어요 is made, like the past tense. Okay. I'm sorry guys. So 만들었어요. 만들었어요. So I made, and now what I made. Web scraping videos. I'm sorry, I just copy paste this web scraping because yeah, it's really kind of long to type. Web scraping video. I'll use video들 here, which means like many, like field of videos. So like many videos, like in plural. So I think this is okay here, just to showcase that I do want to emphasize that I did many videos. So 내가 웹 스크래핑 비디오들 만들었어요. Okay, and now I need to add a bit more details. So the time is before. So before should be 전에. So 전에, like this. It's a new word for me. I might be horribly wrong in the way how I use it, so sorry for this. Okay, and another many. 만hen. Okay, so and many. So oh, I'm sorry, what have I done? Not here. So this web scraping. So I did many 전에 and web scraping videos, many web scraping videos. So this would be 만hen, like this. So 내가 전에 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들었어요. In English, yeah. So please have a look. Yeah. So this would be a comma here. Okay. So let's check this. So this should be like I made many web scraping videos before. I made a lot of web scraping videos before, so it even translates like a lot of, which is cool. And now, in this kind of moment, I would be kind of like switching the tab in the browser to showcase the playlist section on Monkey Games channel to my Korean viewers. I don't have a single viewer from South Korea yet, but I really hope I would be having some, well, at least according to Google Analytics web app. Okay, so so what's next? So please have a look at the videos. So to say so, I'll use 그래서. So 그래서 so 봐주세요 is have a look, like 주세요, like please. 봐 is to like 보다, 봐, the present tense. So see, look, watch. So 봐주세요 is like please have a look. So let's make it 봐주세요. So 그래서 봐주세요, but what to have a look at? So at these videos. So again, like in plural, I would use 이 video들, or in this case, probably even the subject marking particle like 이 video를 is better, because the videos that are now the subjects is the subject to have a look at. So yeah, probably I will use 이 video를 instead. So 그래서 이 video를 봐주세요. So please have a look at these videos. Yeah, so E like this. Okay, so this should be like, so please have a look at this video. So please watch this video. Well, again, like it's not in plural, it's like singular form, but I think this is better. I could have used dil here, like exactly the same way I did like here, and this. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean like here. So if I just change this to daily, definitely would go to plural. But I really want to stick to rull here because I feel it's more like a subject. I might be horribly wrong though, but let's just keep sticking to this sort of a format. Okay, so the next thing. So now a bit of excuses, right? So oh no, it's not the excuses yet. Yeah. So and now I want to make Korean web scraping videos in Python. Okay, hold on a sec, guys. I just forgot in English, right? So it's like I made all web scraping videos before. So just to give a bit more of details to the web scraping videos themselves. So 내가 전에는, and here I want to say in English. So 요러노. So not 요노로, not 요러노, 요노로. So 요노 is English, and to say like in language, what I came up with so far, we can say it like this. At least Google Translate makes it a bit better. So I mean like the translation. So this should be, I made many videos in English before. Yeah, I made a lot of web scraping videos in English before. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I would be reading through this at the end of this video. So now let's stick to the translation and sentence building practice first. Okay, so I study, okay, and now I want to make Korean web scraping videos in Python. So this would be a little bit more challenging. So it's Korean web scraping videos is not web scraping videos in Korean. I would say web scraping videos in Python to emphasize the programming language and not the spoken language. Okay, so and is 그리고 I want. So I want to make. So now I want to make. So let's say here I can use Jonin. So Jonin, and I want to make. So to make 만들다. If I want to say I want 싶어요, and together this would be 만들고 싶어요. So I want to make. So 만들고 싶어요 is I want to make. And yeah, this is the way how I actually do memorize all of this stuff simply by practicing, believe it or not. 싶어요. So this should be like I want to make. Okay, so 그리고 저는 만들고 싶어요. So I want to make. Now what I want to make? I want to make web scraping video in Python. Okay, so let's take the web scraping video, copy, and now 저는. So what I want to make, and here again like subject marking particle. So 저는 그리고 저는 web scraping video를 만들고 싶어요. So I want to make a web scraping video. I want to make web scraping video. So to say now, I need to add 지금 here. So 지금. So now, so I now want. So this is like, and I. Sorry, what have I done? And I now want make to make a web scraping video, which is the subject. But I want to make Korean web scraping videos. So to give more ideas, so here I can use 한국어, Korean web scraping video, 한국어 web scraping video를 만들고 싶어요. Okay, and in Python. So a bit more details. So I will use in Python just right next to the Korean itself. I'm not sure how well this sounds in Korean, but at least Google Translate should be kind of given a nice translation. So Python is another example of Konglish. So let me just recall how properly to spell that. So this should be something like Python, like this, Python. So in Python, I want to say Python. So 그리고 저는 지금 한국어 파이썬의 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들고 싶어요. So this should be translated as, and now I want to make Korean web scraping video in Python. So let's have a look. And now I want to make a web scraping video in Korean Python. Okay, not exactly. So let's switch the word order to make it sound like more natural. So maybe in Python, should go first, because it's definitely not the time. So time is now 지금, and Python is not the place. But yeah, probably let's try this one. Okay, and now I want to make a Korean web scraping video in Python. And oh my god, guys, did we actually just did it? 그리고 저는 지금 파이썬에 그리고 저는 지금 파이썬에 한국어 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들고 싶어요. Okay, so now I want to make a Korean web scraping video in Python. So yeah, now it's going much better. Okay, and now a bit of an excuse that I've been mentioning so far. So I study Korean at home hard every day. However, I'm not good in Korean, so I'll be reading source code comments. So this is the reference to the fact that this kind of phrase, the intro phrase, is the only that I would memorize and kind of talk it loud in the beginning of the video, and then I would be just using a couple of phrases to connect what I would be reading within the commentaries. Meanwhile, adding some source code to actually make a web scraping tutorial. So that's kind of the idea. Okay, so let's translate the next one. The next one is pretty simple. Sorry guys, I just go straight ahead for this because we've been doing this before. So I just can say, let's go. I don't like this in here as well, but well, we can use. Oh, let's go for nega again, just to change them from time to time. Okay, so nega 매일 every day. 내가 매일 every day 집에서 at home, so time, place. So 집에서 at home. 내가 매일 집에서 한국어 Korean 한국어 hard, so adverb and then verb, so hard, but it would be 열심히. So 열심히. Okay. 공부해요, study. 공부해요. So 내가 매일 집에서 한국어 열심히 공부해요, which means I study Korean at home hard every day. Study hard at home every day. Hold on a sec. Did I miss something? 내가 매일 집에서. Oh, 한국어. I didn't spell the 한국어 properly. Sorry. 한국어. I study Korean hard at home every day. So 한국어 열심히 공부해요. What doesn't he like? 매일 집에서 한국어 열심히 공부. Did it? Oh, I just misplaced this one. I mean like this. 공부해요. Yeah. Yeah. E, not A. Okay, so let's bring it back. So I study Korean at home hard every day. However, so I would be using one of my favorite Korean conjunction words 하지만, which might be treated as but or however. So 하지만, I'm not good in Korean. So there is a very nice way to say like to be good at something, or to be or not to be good at something. I'm sorry, guys. So the verb is 잘하다, to be good at something. Did I actually use? How did I say I'm not good? I don't even remember. I'm sorry, guys. Just having a look at my notes. I just got a little bit confused. I say I use I can't there. So yeah, instead of I'm not good in Korean, let's change this to I can't speak in Korean well. Yeah, let's just change to this one. So I can't speak in Korean well because I was using this can, 수 있어요, 수 없어요, 수 있다, 수 없다 construct to actually build this sentence. And 잘하다, 잘하다, the verb means to be good, in order to reference this like can speak, so like being good or being bad. So again, so this is the case where the English and the Korean translations are not exactly the same, but I feel it's like more like a more natural way to say this in Korean. So let's go for this. So I can even drop I here because it should be clear out of the context already. So can't do well. So let's start with can't. So this would be 수 없어요. So this means like I can't. Oh my god, what did it do? Whoa. 수 없어요. And now, so this 잘하다 is the dictionary form. So 잘하다. But here we need to add the 리을 받침 here. So this would be 잘할 수 없어요. So like I can't do good. So this 잘하다 is like to do well. So 하다 is to do. This 잘 is like to do well. So 잘하. So like to do well. So I can't do well. And now what I can do well? Korean. Okay. So 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. 수 없어요. Yeah. 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. 하지만 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. So probably we can actually place this down below here. Okay, so let's actually try this entire phrase and see how exactly this is going to be translated. But I can't speak Korean well. I can't speak. I almost guessed, guys. Okay, so but I can't speak. However, I can't speak Korean well. It translates as but it doesn't matter. So 하지만 is 하지만 still. So yeah, 내가 밀집에서 한국어 열심히 공부해요. 하지만 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. So, however, I can't speak Korean well. So, I will be reading the source code command. So, to say so, 그래서 그래서 not like this. Sorry, what am I doing? 그래서 sorry. Calm down, 고마키킨. 그래서 like this. So I will be reading. So will be reading is, so to read is il what? Are you kidding me? I'm not sure what kind of, oh, or there should be good. I don't remember how that verb is spelled properly, I'm sorry. Yeah, good. So we'll read. So this I'm not sure how exactly to pronounce this. So this is the dictionary form of the verb to read, and to conjugate this to the future form. So ilgul koyo. I pronounce ko like double consonant go, but I type ko, the single one. So that's another tiny little trick I've learned from Korean teacher KT, by the way. Have a look at it in the description below this video for the reference of all the Korean YouTube channels I'm learning Korean from. So 읽을거예요. So will read. I will read. I don't know how to say instead in Korean, so that's a little bit too complicated. I won't memorize that, at least at the moment, so I just leave it as is. So now source code commentaries. So source code is another Konglish. So oh my god, so this should be like source code, like this. So this should be source code. And now the commentaries, I'm sorry guys, just don't remember, so I just reference my list again. So jusok should be commentaries. jusok 수세크대 주석 읽을거야. 수세크대 주석 읽을거야. Okay, yeah. I can break my tongue by actually pronouncing this. Okay, so this should be like, so I will be reading source code commentaries. So I'm going to read the source code commentary. So did I make a mistake here? 그래서 소스코드 주석 읽을 거예요. Yeah, I'm sorry. Always doing this mistake. 거예요. Like, oh man, what have I done? 거예요. I'm sorry. This tiny little typo. I do it all the time. So is there something else? Oh, it's another typo rising here. Yes, my sentence builder. I'm sorry, my sentence builder is not perfect, so sometimes it goes for some weird things. Yeah, no errors now. So I'm going to read the source code commentaries, and finally I want to say, like, okay, let's go. So like, let's start the tutorial. So I would be using the simplest possible way. So to say okay, like 알았어요, which is translated by Google like as okay, I see, but literally means I knew. So 알다, to know, 알았어, 알아, I know, 알았어, I knew, and probably 알을 거예요. Not sure how to conjugate the future tense, but it doesn't matter at the moment. So we need the past tense, which would be 알았어요. I can even say 알았어요, 여러분, like okay, everyone. 알았어요, 여러분, to make it a little bit more interactive. 알았어요, 여러분. And let's go 가자요. So 가자 is like let's go in less polite form, and so it's also seems to be okay to say 가자요. So like okay, let's go. So let's see how Google Translate this. Okay, everyone, let's go. So this is quite pretty okay. Okay, guys. So now let me try to read this entire greeting in Korean a couple of times, and I think then we can end this video. And I want to be preparing the actual source code, and making some commentaries. I will probably make a sort of overview video just to probably to go for a little bit of a practice, like connecting the sentences. Yeah, probably I will make the video because going this straight ahead out of the box would probably be a little bit too overwhelming for me. Sorry. So I will probably go for a bit more of an in-between step. So I think that might be the case actually. And again, like just later on, the final phase would be to actually put the web scraping code in. It would be, I won't be able to type the code in and to talk in Korean at the same time. But anyway, let's have a look what we got so far. So, 안녕하세요 여러분, 원순이완입니다. 이 비디오에서 우리 웹 스크래핑 갈 거예요. 내가 전에 많은 연어로 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들었어요. 그래서 이 비디오를 봐주세요. 그리고 저는 지금 파이썬의 한국어 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들고 싶어요. 내가 매일 집에서 한국어 열심히 공부해요. 하지만 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. 그래서 수습 주석 읽을 거예요. 알았어요, 여러분. 가자요. Okay, so I think this is it. I think even reading this once is kind of good enough already. Well, okay, let's go one last time. Okay. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 원순이완입니다. 이 비디오에서 okay, again. 안녕하세요, 여러분. 원순이완입니다. 이 비디오에서 우리 웹 스크래핑 갈 거예요. 내가 전에 만든 연어로 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들었어요. 그래서 이 비디오를 봐주세요. 그리고 저는 지금 파이썬 한국어로 그리고 저는 지금 파이썬의 한국어 비디오 한국어 웹 스크래핑 비디오를 만들고 싶어요. 내가 매일 집에서 한국어 열심히 공부해요. 그래서 하지만 한국어 잘할 수 없어요. 그래서 소스 코드 주석 읽을 거예요. 알았어요, 여러분. 알았어요, 여러분. Maybe 알았어, 여러분. No, it actually translates fine, so let's stick to 알았어요. 알았어요, 여러분. 가자요. Okay, guys, so I think, I feel pretty satisfied with this. Let's call it intro to avoid just to avoid swearing. Let's call this intro. I just don't want to get rid of the monetization because of the fact of expressing my feeling in a bit more detail. So let's stick to this sort of calling this an intro and not giving extra adjectives to what kind of intro is this. So I think that this might be just okay for now. So in the next video I will really try to work out my practice of using a few sentences to to jump from one commentary within the source code to another, and doing two things simultaneously, doing these conjunction phrases and then reading the commentaries where it comes to the core gist of what I actually want to say in regards to web scraping. And we'll see how likely this would be, how likely this would sound if actually I do speak in Korean in regards to web scraping. So if you're intrigued, guys, stay tuned, and hopefully this video is about to come quite pretty soon. Well, okay, so this is it from my side. Thanks for watching. Until the next time, and take care.